Hello everyone, my name is Lucy and today I thought we'd do 25 bookish facts about yours truly. So, books. I'm going to do two parts to this video. I'm going to do 25 bookish facts and 25 non-bookish facts. So you get to know my book habits, but you also get to know just the person behind the books. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's get started. Number one, my favourite genre is YA dystopian because, yeah. Number two, I have 166 books. I have 74 Kindle books and 87 physical books. And yes, I know the number because I'm weirdly organised. Yay! Number three, I'm not a fast reader. I had a lot of trouble with reading when growing up, and as an adult I read for fun, not to compete. I would like to take my time with a book, you know, I like to just absorb the story, really think about it. Sometimes I'll just read a sentence and I'll sit and I'll think about it for a while and continue, and that's the way I like things. I want to read loads of books, but I just want to absorb the story and get the most out of it while I'm reading it, not rush or skim through it, because what's the point in that? Number four, I love to binge read a series. This goes for TV too, but I hate reading a series and getting to the end of a book and there's a cliffhanger and then you have to wait for it to come out, and then by the time it does come out you've lost track of the story, so you have to go back and reread it, which cuts into reading of the other books, and then you have to wait for the next one, and nope. I would rather just binge read it from start to finish, and that's the way I like it. I've even been known to hold off on buying or starting a series because I know there are more coming. Key example, Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I cannot wait to read that book, but I want Thunderhead and the third one to come out first before I start it, because I want to go through them all, because Neil has done this to me before, right? Unwind, I'm looking at you, so I just want to binge read it. Number five, I mostly buy paperbacks and Kindle books. I do love a hard copy, they're really cool, but I mostly buy paperbacks and ebooks. They're just cheaper, and I can buy more books with my limited money, so that's good. I just like the easy way that paperbacks open and the price of them. I do like a hardcover, but I mostly buy paperbacks, and most of the hardcovers I have will probably like gifts. So yeah, that's what I normally buy. Number six, I am actually on the first draft of writing my own book. I just love stories, I love telling stories, I love words, I love characters and communicating something, and I've always kind of fantasised about having my own published book and making a little money, but it would be really cool to like connect to other people and hopefully, you know, give some people emotions and some characters they'll love, and I don't know, there's just something really special in that, so hopefully one day I will get to publish a book. You never know. Number seven, I didn't read Harry Potter till I was 19. It's never too late. It's never too late! Number eight, I never really lend my books out much, unless I know that they're going to be appreciated and well looked after. Because I've lent books out before to people and they've come back, you know, marked and dirty, or like I've had to nag them relentlessly for a year before I see it. So unless I know someone's going to be nice to it and read it pretty soon, I'm sorry, but buy your own. Number nine, my favourite place to read is in bed. I am a night owl, and that's probably where I do most of my reading, is in bed, because it's comfortable. The other place I do most of my reading is probably on public transport, like the bus. Number 10, I always have a book on me, so no matter where I am, if I'm having to wait for something or I'm travelling on somewhere, I can read, and you know, makes time go quicker and I get more books read, and this is usually done on Kindle. Number 11, I tend to only like reading one book at a time and not having like 5 books on the go or something. My only exception is reading different formats, so I will usually have a physical book on the go, maybe a Kindle book that I read while I'm out and about, that's probably a reread, and the Harry Potter audiobooks. But other than that, I like one physical book to read, and that's the main focus. Number 12, I only own one set of audiobooks, and that is the Harry Potter audiobooks by Stephen Fry. I prefer Stephen Fry over the Jim Dale. My only exception with that is when he read Tonks' voice, because that's just plain wrong. Have you heard it? He was angry as I am because nope. And she's my favourite character. Number 13. I listen to the Harry Potter audiobooks on repeat. Just on a loop. I usually listen to them while working or sometimes cooking. I just love that you can listen to audiobooks and do other things at the same time. It really puts me in a zone and I love it. I'd love to have more audiobooks, but they are expensive and I don't have Audible yet, hopefully in the near future. And yeah, I could listen to Harry Potter all day, every day. So, you know, Harry Potter obsession continues. Number 14, my least favourite genre is probably either horror or like a really cutesy contemporary romance. I don't really get a kick out of horror. There's nothing really in it for me. I don't like jump scares and things. I will only like horror if there's like another element to it, and then it becomes a mystery thriller or a dystopian, which I obviously love. And cutesy romance again, I only like it if it's like a subplot. Like, I love romance in books, but it's got to be done right, and I don't like it as the main focus. Like, I need something else going on, some more action to spice it all up. Horror and romance, I know those are opposites, but yeah, I like them as elements in another story, but not on their own. I just get bored otherwise. So, number 15, I have 4 signed books currently on my shelf. I have Requiem by Lauren Oliver. I have Batman Nightwalker by Mary Lou. I have Passengers by Alexandra Bracken. And I have Restore Me by Tara Murphy, the one I got signed personally in LA. Number 16, I love to sit and just think about conversations in books that would happen off the page. What I mean by that is, like, sometimes, you know, when you read a sentence and there's a time gap and it's like, I explained to so-and-so what just happened. I like to imagine in my mind how that conversation would go, because I'm weird. Does anyone else do that? Please? Someone else, please. Number 17, my favourite series in the whole world of all time is Unwind. And I will never stop talking about it. Never. Number 18, I love quizzes, and I'm absolutely really proud of my memory, and I just love retaining knowledge on all my favourite books. For instance, I'm a massive Potterhead, and I am so, like, good with Harry Potter trivia. Like, there is very little I do not know. Pottermore, all of it, I'm like up there with the best of them people, and honestly, it makes me feel smug, to be fair. I really love my memory, and I'm really good at remembering things, like really insignificant details. Number 19, my favourite place to buy books is Waterstones, Amazon and Book Depository. But I sometimes will buy books in charity shops because I love charity shops. Number 20, my dad has read most of my favourite books of all time. When I was growing up, he was totally my best friend, and I had absolutely no one to talk about books with. So he read all my favourite books just so that we could talk about them and love them together, which he did. He said he really loved most of them, like more than he thought he would, and we just gushed over these books together. And it's really cool because he was the one person that I could talk about my books with, and yeah, I'm that cool. Side note, I also managed to get everyone I know pretty much to read The Hunger Games. Number 21. Obviously, I'm an artist and I love books, so I love drawing fan art. Still improving, still a lot of practice to do, but when I was younger I did some fan art of a series I liked, which was Mind Jack, and I ended up posting it on Twitter, and the author actually retweeted it, and I was so happy, and we ended up messaging each other back and forth, and she was so sweet, and it made me so happy, more than I can tell you. Number 22. I have read 4 arcs for review so far. I have read 3 by Keith Ward in the Red Proxy series, and I have read 1 by a favourite author and YouTuber of mine, Jenna Moresi. I had such a blast reading and reviewing these books, and both of these authors are super nice and really cool, and I've chatted with them and it was just so good. They're both really cool. And in the case of Jenna Moresi, I was fangirling so hard. She even offered to meet me when I went out to my trip to America in California, and it was so sweet. Like, even though it couldn't happen, the fact that she offered, just happy. Number 23, I have never read City of Bones, Throne of Glass or Twilight? None of it. Number 24. I have an amazing memory for words. I'm really good at remembering words and phrases. I can like recite practically perfectly any movie, TV show, book, stand-up comedy, because I like stand-up. I can just reel it all off with annoying accuracy because I like words. Used to help me out in drama class though, because who was the first to always learn their scripts? And finally, number 25. Books are my passion. And although books have come in and out of my life over the years, I am bookworm forever now. I am hooked and I will love books till my dying breath. And that was my 25 bookish facts about me. I hope you enjoyed learning about my bookish tastes and all the things I like about books and the way I enjoy them. And I want to know, comment down below, what are some bookish facts about you? Your top 5 bookish facts. And were there any of my facts that you thought you didn't expect or were interesting? I don't know, let me know down below. And I will see you in my next video, which will be my 25 non-bookish facts about me. I will see you then. Bye!